A rebirth movement. We started the rebirth movement that Carter stole. See, you guys outside don't realize everything we do in here, they'll play off and tell you that that's them. If I dig a foundation for a house, somebody else will stand on it and say, yes, this is my foundation here, and I've, you know, in other words, in the United States, when you're running the United States, you ain't running in nothing but con, nothing but bullshit, and nothing but devil. You're running in nothing but demon. The United States of America is the demon of the world. He's the Satan of the world.
Where would you go if you could get out of here?
Right wherever I am. Because I don't really move. If I'm here, I'm here. If I move over here, I'm still here. If I move over there, I'm still there. And in other words, wherever I go, I'm still there. I call it Pice. Pice, I'm from Pice. I'm a lichen. We're lichens.
You want to explain the lichen?
Well, I like you, you know. You look all right to me, man. You dig what I'm saying? So I accept you as a lichen. So when I accept you as a lichen, you're like kin to me. Because I never had a family, see? So you're like my kin. You're like kin to me. You know, and I accept you completely and totally into that. All the way through your mother's relationships and your father's relationships. All the little relationships that you guys have, I didn't have that because I was over here in reform school, boys' school. I had the relationship of the guys over here in boys' school, over on the basketball court. The basketball court is my kingdom. Always has been. Because I rule it from solitary confinement.
Do you think that's your destiny, not to...
No, it ain't destiny, it's just me staying alive. It's my life. In other words, we all do what we have to do to survive, right? Well, you know, you put a child down here, now I've survived this long, you know. I'm over 40 years in prison, I've survived. And I've survived you.
How do you think people are going to remember you?
I don't think there's going to be anybody to remember anything. You know, they're destroying everything. They'll destroy it all the way back down to the coyotes and the wolves and the scorpions and the bugs and the snakes. And there'll probably a few of us fake phony son of a bitches sitting over and looking at the thing saying, yeah, that's an old rerun in Mars somewhere. You go there and you get Boyd Rice, and you tell Boyd Rice, say, you caused Charles Manson to be locked up 3 years in a fucking hole. I got that up your ass unless you do exactly what I tell you to do. You dig what I'm saying? And you take that big dead head you got, you dig what I'm saying? And you set it right at his keister. And you tell him now, you do what I tell you to do. And I'm not going to pay you. You dig what I'm saying? In other words, you don't need money. Not on this road, not where we're running from. You dig what I'm saying? We're coming from religion now. You dig what I'm saying? They're coming from big bucks, donate so-and-so to us. You dig what I'm saying? We got the other end of that. We got the other end of that. We got that sharp end of that. You dig what I'm saying? In other words, it's nice to be nice. But let's face it, good don't have no power over evil.
Nice guys finish last.
I'm last, ain't I? And look at this nice guy. Look how evil he is, man. Dig? His nose goes like this. His ears go like that. His gut hangs over these things, dig? And he don't do anything but what the money tells him. If I paid him 3 times as much, he'd walk backwards. You see what I'm saying? In other words, it's just money, man.
Who do you think's responsible for getting you in here? Do you think you made any mistakes?
No.
No?
I can't see no mistakes. I think the infinite wisdom of all things are perfect. Even these guys, even though I don't agree with them, you dig? And I conflict with them, and I argue with them, and I struggle for the same thing they struggle for, perfection. You know, I'm reaching for perfection, just like we all reach for perfection. But my perfection is in the air, the water, the trees, and the wildlife, and it goes beyond my physical. You see what I'm saying? In other words, they can't understand, I've already gave this physical up, man. The physical's hanging down there on the courtroom. You know, if you want to interview me, why don't you go talk to the DA, maybe he can make up some more lies for you, some more stories for you. Because what the fuck are you going to understand anyway?
What do you think you can tell people that...
Somebody throw it. Oh.
What do you think you can tell people that get rid of these lies told about it?
Oh, I don't give a fuck if they get rid of them. They can live in lies all their forever, as far as I'm concerned. Because that's where it boils down to. If you're lying and you die, you got to live in that forever. You know? I mean, they preach it, but they don't believe it. I believe it. I don't preach it, but I know it. It's a reality. It's a reality. Jesus Christ is a reality. And so is that other guy. And the conflict that goes in between.
You got the sound? Yeah, can you put the mic on here so we can hear
Yeah, yeah. I'm just checking that dude out, man. Cameramen have a way of hiding. Yeah. You know, are you Irish?
Irish English, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Ready complexion, huh?
No, what always happens every time I get out of jail, I have a kid. And then the broad ends up snitching on me or getting me locked up. And then she takes the kid on down the road. And she raises him up to be like her. And then I see him when he gets to be about 30 or 40 years old. He's a little fat fucker. He thinks just like his mother. You did? So I see a bunch of little fat fuckers that think just like their mother. And I look at him and I see, yeah.
Do you know if any of your children have followed in your footsteps?
They're all my children. And anybody that's ever seen me is following in my footsteps. How else could they do anything else? Should I explain that? It's a brand new step. Never been done. It's history. Every step I take now is history. And I'm carrying 900 million people in my mind. You see the Pope? He's a cigarette butt on the floor.
Well,
Now open up your mind into that. See all the Orientals and the dragons? All the tongs? See all the feathers? See the swastika spinning? You see it coming alive? In our minds as a youth, in our minds as a youth, you see that spirit coming back? You see it coming back? You dig what I'm saying? In other words, it's coming back in the spirit of the youth. It's coming back from the battlefields. It's coming back. Peace on earth. Peace on earth. And the peace on earth goes beyond that line. And I put that line on the blind man's pole. Then I run that down with some other soul. And then I cut that on back with another track and come back and say, choo, choo, I know my mind. And I trust the very same person that you do. And the very same person that you do. I trust the only person left to trust. Me. Because you all lied to me. You all misused me. You all played your little games up on me. You dig what I'm saying? And I let you lay your little old track upon me. And I let you do your little old thing. You dig what I'm saying? Then this guy wants to fuck in my pussy. I said, yeah, all right. You want to fuck in my pussy? Lay it right over there by the graveyard so you won't have too far to fall. You see? In other words, like everybody that thought that they're playing me, I think they'll end up finding out that they got played by themselves. Because we each get the guy in the mirror.
Could you look in the camera and tell people that are going to see this? Tell them who you really are.
Tell them who I really am. I'm this hand here. With no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, man. Yeah. That shoulder there. Yeah, you look like a healthy young man. I like you.
Talk to the people if they're going to see you in that.
Well, I can't talk to the people.
Well,
That's
they're